We're glad you're back as we continue on National Signing Day. Razorback Sports Network, SEC Network Plus. You see a shot of Razorback Stadium there. And all the guys we're talking about today are going to have an opportunity to suit up for the Hogs and play down there on that field. Clay Jennings is here. He has an opportunity to coach down on that field. And boy, for coaches, this is an exciting day, I would
It's
think.
like Christmas, Chuck.
You're not the first person I've heard say that this morning.
I mean, it's either Christmas or birthday. I mean, we're all sitting around there waiting by the fax machine, or but nowadays they can email or they can fax. So I mean, you're running back and forth from your office, and I mean, it's just a great feeling.
And it certainly is an era where there are so many things at your disposal. But I would think from a recruiting standpoint, still that one-on-one connection in the final analysis is what makes a difference.
I think the big thing for not only as a coach, but also you got to think about the kids on the other end as well. A relationship, where they see themselves going to school for the next 4 to 5 years, where they're going to be spending their lives, who they're going to be spending their lives with, and as coaches or as administrators, who's going to have an influence on the life as well too.
All right, let's go to some tape. I want to get your comments on a guy that I know you're excited about coaching, Willie Sykes. He's a defensive back, young man out of Houston, Texas.
Yes, sir. Willie Sykes. You'll see this play here. He'll have a chance to come here and make a heck of a break on the play. One thing that we like about Willie, when he comes into the room, he lights it up. He's very electrifying. He's a great kid. Coach Sam Parker, who's his head coach at Spring High. I played for Sam's father in college. But the one thing that Willie liked to do is Willie said that, you know what, Coach, I want to have an opportunity to play in the best conference and play against the best competition. And I think that speaks kudos not only for the University of Arkansas, but for the Southeast Conference.
Quinn, Coach Jennings used that, talks about that explosive term. It uses all those terms that you use for great athletes.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see on the previous play when he's playing center field, I think the range that he shows, I mean, to be able to cover, from the center of the field over to the sideline, gives him an opportunity to really make plays. He got the interception on that one play. You just like his ability. You can tell he's got a playmaker instinct. He wants to break on the ball. He wants to do the right thing. And he's not afraid of making tackles, so which really lends to having a great secondary guy.
Coach, you talked about how when he walks in the room, he lights it up, he's electrifying.
Yes,
you've kind of got to have that attitude to play that spot, don't you?
You do. I mean, you can't not have confidence. You really can't be shy of it. And the great thing, that Willie shows, he's got a 21.8 and a 200 meters, FAT. He's a 10.7 100-meter guy. He was a captain. He was a team leader for his team. And when he's on the phone, the only thing that that exudes about him is, one, a love for his family, his mom and his older sister, and then also a passion for the game of football. So we're excited about having him.
All right, let's roll some more tape. Nate Dalton's a young man from Louisiana, and as you're about to see, he's a heck of a football player too, out of Baton Rouge, good size.
Definitely. Nate is he started off as a quarterback, at Cy Falls High School, and got to the situation his senior year, and they moved him to wide out, and the kid he's a very unselfish young man. They needed some depth at the cornerback position, and he went over there, and he was just kind of like a duck to water. I mean, it was natural to him. He's originally from Louisiana, moved to Houston to attend high school. He's long, athletic, very rangy. I know in his bio he said one of his favorite clips in high school was that he threw a 70-yard Hail Mary pass. I mean, so he's a great baseball player in the range, and he's for a quarterback, Quinn, don't take this the wrong way. He will stick his nose in it, so to go tackle, So I mean, which makes you excited about that as well too.
Quinn, there's just so many terrific football players all over the field, offensive side, defensive side. That's one of those spots where he looks like a game-changing kind of player who can make a big momentum play.
As a quarterback, when I come to that line of scrimmage and I see 6'3" standing over there guarding my receiver, I really got to think twice about what I'm going to do from a route combination standpoint. I mean, there are a couple of times in the game footage where you could see he closed on the ball. It looked like he was beat, but he's so long, he has long strides. He was able to make up a lot of ground and then really go up and play the football. So Boy, I tell you, he looks like a great athlete, and you know, I'm glad he was a quarterback who could convert to defense.
Hey, it never ends between these offensive and defensive guys. Coach, thanks so much. Congratulations on a great day.
Thank you, Chuck.
Right,
Thank
Coach.
you, Quinn.
Yes, sir.
Now, we've got a lot more to do. In fact, when we come back out of this break, Quinn had an interview, a Skype interview with Nate Dalton. We're going to hear that, and then we'll continue our coverage. So stay with us in just a moment.
Joining us now is Razorback signee safety Nate Dalton from Cypress Fall High in Houston, Texas. Welcome to the show, Nate.
Thank you for having me.
So, Nate, it's official. So how does it feel to be a Razorback?
Well, I'm just thankful and I'm blessed. I mean, it took a lot to get here. So now I'm preparing myself for the next 4 years.
Well, that's great. And I know Coach Clay Jennings was your lead recruiter. So talk about Coach Jennings and why he was the right man to help you find your way to becoming a Razorback.
Well, during the process, I was looking for more of stability and plus building relationships within the coaches and building trust, because I know there's a lot of coaches out there that'll try to sell you certain things just to get you up there, but when you get up there, it's a different story. But with Coach Jennings, I saw he was a real true honest man. He wasn't the type that was going to pressure me into coming into Arkansas. I mean, he told me that he would support me anywhere I went, either it was Arkansas or not. But other than that, he's a great guy.
Well, Nate, it's definitely great to have you. For the people who have not seen your game, talk about the strengths that you bring to the table.
Well, I'm 6'3", I'm 195. Most corners not that big coming into college. I have loose hips. I mean, I have tremendous footwork. And plus, I can also use my hands just as much as my feet.
Well, that sounds like a lot of great skills that's going to help you out from an SEC standpoint. So really, I'd like to say thanks, Nate, for joining us. And I look forward to you being a Razorback. There's no doubt about it. And welcome to the Razorback family.
Thank you.
All right, Nate. See you.